Hey guys, how you doing? Just a little chat about women's self-defense, and this is excluding knives and dramatic stuff like that. All right, so I'll be running a women's self-defense course soon, and so there's been a bit of talk about today online about like women's self-defense and things like this. Now, maybe 10 years ago, I was invited to train a whole bunch of women who had been really badly the victims of very bad domestic violence and abuse, and there was maybe 25 women there or something like that. And I did a number of these seminars, so I didn't want to walk in there and be like, okay, I know everything, this is what we're going to do, this is going to save your life, da da da. I obviously I'm not a woman. I haven't suffered. I've suffered some bullying and abuse when I was young, but like these are adult women, and so out of respect, I went to the person who had been counseling them, and I said, "Give me all the statistics and data that you have, because I want to prepare. I want to know what I'm looking at. I want to know more about the landscape of violence towards women before I go anywhere near them." And like 80% of attacks on women were from behind. Most of the time they were hit with an object, like some sort of a hard object, right? So it's very rare that you're in a face-to-face fight. Male to male fighting is kind of different. It's kind of chest pushing, and there's egos and chest puffing and stuff like that. But most of the women's conflict, the serious stuff, was like being attacked from behind, hit with a blunt object, punched and choked and raped and stuff like that. So it's pretty ugly stuff. And then you've got like the domestic violence, like household, husband, boyfriend, male assault person. And so like when I sat down with all the women, the first thing I did is I explained my situation. Yeah, I told them about my abuse when I was young and stuff like this, and I said, I'm not here to turn you into Lara Croft or any of that stuff. What I asked the women to do is to ask me what they wanted to know. Yeah, and I said, all right, you guys go over there and spend the next 15 minutes and make a list of 10 things, starting with the thing that you most want to know about. Yeah, like the most common, most serious assault that you suffered, and the things that happened during it, working down to like if there is such thing as a least violent, right? So you guys tell me the hierarchy, and you guys tell me what the scenarios are, because I want to learn from your experience and then give you some ideas as to some stuff that might be able to help. And it was really eye-opening for a lot of jiu-jitsu guys and girls. Then it's probably not that surprising that there's a lot of headlocks and chokes against walls and chokes on the floor and stuff like that. So it's kind of in our wheelhouse anyway. But there's not a lot of opportunity to kick and punch, and headbutts are usually probably pretty good if you're in really close range. Elbows and knees and headbutts are like super good. I would not be advocating for women to grab their poor little hand and try and smash it into somebody's head. You're more likely going to break your hand. It's just going to inflame the situation more, and it's not going to do enough significant damage to give you the time to get away. Knees are really good, whether you're kneeing somebody in the groin, kneeing them in the leg. Again, kneeing a big guy in the leg is probably not going to do that much. Kneeing them in the groin is good. Kneeing them in the head. Elbows are pretty good weapons. They're very hard bones. And so most of the attacks being from behind, so the main emphasis for women's self-defense in this course, and what I do in general with women, is attacks from behind. Yeah. If you're going to get hit with an object, obviously how you react when you hit the ground, when your head's spinning and you're partially concussed, that's super important. So again, that's in jiu-jitsu's wheelhouse. Trying to get your legs between you and your opponent to protect your head and to give you space and time to think and gather your thoughts. How to defend chokes from behind, how to react to them, Yeah, what are some really simple ways that you can, hopefully deal with it. Again, the emphasis is not on kicking butt. It's not that. The first thing I say in seminars always is, if you get to go home to your family, then you won. Yeah, like, it's serious stuff that we're talking about, but ultimately that's the goal. Yeah, that's why the very bottom tier of jiu-jitsu should be survival. Survive, control, escape, submit, right? So you have to learn how to survive first, and then learn how to get control of the situation, to get hopefully control of the space around you and the control of your attacker, and then formulate an escape, and then either submit them or get out of there if you can, right? So that's the goal. It's not nice to talk about, it's not comfortable, but it's a conversation that has to be had, and I'm looking forward to making more women. Situational awareness is another big thing I bring up before I end the video. We talk a lot about that, like, just be smart, yeah? Don't go out running at night with your headphones on, oblivious to everything, yeah? Like, there's ways to get around this, yeah? And it's sad that this is the world that we live in, but it's been this way for a very long time, and it's not going to change anytime soon. So the best we can do is try and produce more confident guys who are not going to be doing that sort of stuff, and better prepared women, people in general. Anyway, better go. Class is soon. Have a good day.